In this video, we are going to talk about the top 10 places to visit in Germany. So before starting, please like this video and subscribe to this channel for future updates. The Berlin Wall and swigging beer aren't the only things to do in Germany, but both should be on your trip bucket list. From cutting-edge art collections to fairy tale castles, feast your eyes on these 10 must-see German places and the best things to do there. Number 10. Visit the Berlin Wall. A trip to Germany would not be complete without visiting the renowned stone structure that split a city and symbolized a divided country. The Berlin Wall, which was built by Germany's main communist governments and was taken down by Berliners in 1989, now lies in ruins. Tour what's left and look for murals made on the deteriorating bricks by local artists. Even though it has been converted into an outdoor gallery, it remains a somber reminder of the city's stormy history. If you're traveling the Berlin Wall on your own, the Berlin Wall Memorial is a wonderful place to start since it's in the heart of the city and features the largest collection of artworks, tributes to those who died, and a tourist center. To get to Nordbahnhof Station, take the S1, S2, or S25, or the U6 to Bernauer Straße. Alternatively, you may start a 168-kilometer walking and cycling trail along the Berlin Wall at Potsdamer Platz. Number 9. Climb up to Neuschwanstein Castle. The old residence of Ludwig II, Neuschwanstein Castle, can be found high in the Bavarian Alps, and seems like it belongs in a storybook. The renowned white turrets are a throwback to German history's medieval era, a beautiful 19th century picture of the past, and some say they were the inspiration for Disney's equally iconic Sleeping Beauty castle. Though Ludwig built this cloud-capped stronghold to get away from the masses, it is now one of Germany's most popular sites, so it's best to book tickets in advance and visit during the off-season, November to March. The castle can be reached by a route from the hamlet of Hohenschwangau, but it's also near to Füssen, the romantic road's final point, and makes for a magnificent conclusion to a trip to Germany. Take the B17 from Füssen to Schwangau, then follow the signs to Hohenschwangau. Number 8. Drive the Autobahn. The famed toll-free Autobahn highway snakes its way through Germany, drawing petrol heads and anybody interested in effectively visiting the nation. Although there are no speed limits on certain sections of the highway, be careful not to let your inner speed demon free and always drive cautiously. Know the regulations of the road before you leave. On road signage, look for the word bei Nass, which indicates that a speed limit applies when the road is wet. Other regions may have imposed speed limits to assist minimize noise pollution. Although caution is advised, if you intend on visiting multiple German cities during your vacation, this might be one of the fastest and most enjoyable modes of transportation. Number 7. Browse Dresden's art collections. Dresden, which isn't well known for its art galleries, is a terrific spot to see German art without the lines and crowds. The Staatliche Kunstsammlungen, or Dresden art collections, originated as private art collections held by German aristocracy in the 16th century, and now house magnificent masterpieces from all across Europe. The collections are distributed throughout a variety of galleries in Dresden, providing you a reason to visit the new Masters Gallery, the Royal Palace, and the Museum of Decorative Arts, all of which are attractive monuments. Make a day of it by bringing a picnic to eat in the museum grounds or strolling through the waterfront's Baroque buildings, which have been wonderfully rebuilt following bomb damage during World War II. Number 6. Venture into the Black Forest. The National Park of Schwarzwald, or literally Black Forest, is so thick in sections that the sun scarcely shines through, allowing you to wander through a twilight world of magnificent groves and pine trees, breaking out into large lakes and picturesque farms. Make Freiburg your home base. It's a delightful student town with some lovely churches and fantastic Gothic architecture. If you wish to stay for a while, there's lots of excellent value accommodation. Consider Hotel Classic, which is positioned north of the city on the tram line and 5 minutes from the highway for road trippers. Join one of the numerous Black Forest guided and self-guided excursions, including helpful DIY itineraries from businesses like Black Forest to Go that depart from Freiburg by vehicle or rail. Basel-Mulhouse Freiburg is the nearest airport to Freiburg, although it is really in France, servicing the French town of St. Louis as well as Basel in Switzerland. If you want to spend a lot of time in the Black Forest, you should rent a vehicle here and travel to Freiburg, 50 minutes away. Number 5. Enjoy a culture break at the Stadel Museum. The Stadel Museum in Frankfurt, a perfect combination of classical and modern, has more than 700 years of art under one roof. See Dutch masters like Vermeer and Van Eyck alongside Renaissance masters like Botticelli, then go forward several centuries to see the greatest of 20th century and contemporary art, from Francis Bacon to the current exhibition on modern great, George Baselitz, until October 23, 2016. It's also the only museum in Europe with a beer garden, which is the ideal place to unwind after a morning of admiring masterpieces. Entry is Euro 14/Euro 12 for adults and €0 for children under the age of 12. Number 4. Explore the Düsseldorf Altstadt. For good cause, Düsseldorf's Altstadt, Old Town, is recognized as the world's longest bar. It's a square kilometer of amazing pubs, restaurants, and nightclubs that's also incredibly beautiful, with church spires, flower-laden facades, and glittering streets lined with outdoor dining tables as night falls. It's where you can sample the region's famed Alt beer, a dark ale made at many of the city's traditional German breweries. Uhrich, which employs Düsseldorf's sole beer sommelier, is one of the most well-known. After all those beers, take a walk along the Rhine River the following day to clear your thoughts. Try a dish of Rheinischer Sauerbraten, marinated beef with raisins, at one of the riverside cafes, or lunch at Düsseldorf's oldest restaurant, Zum Schiffchen, which is said to have once hosted Napoleon himself. Number 3. See a performance by the Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra. A night at the Philharmonic Concert Hall has to be one of the best things to do in Berlin. The Berlin Philharmonic Orchestra is widely regarded as one of the greatest in the world, and its alumni include composers such as Beethoven and Wagner. It's no wonder that a rich musical heritage has flourished here, and there's no better venue to listen to classical and current German music than here. If you're on a tight budget, try attending a lunchtime concert, which is free brief concerts starring members of the orchestra held in the foyer, so all you have to pay for is food. If you have time, take a tour of the world-class music chambers. There is no pre-booking unless you're in a group, so arrive early. Tours are available every day at 1:30 p.m. For Euro 5/Euro 3. From a number of UK airports, including Glasgow, Manchester, Birmingham, and Newcastle, you can travel to Berlin for a reasonable price. Both Berlin Schönefeld Airport, 22 kilometers, and Berlin Tegel Airport, 8 kilometers, have S-Bahn trains that operate regularly to the city center. To the northwest of Potsdamer Platz stands the Berliner Philharmonie. Number 2. Explore the Romantic Road. The Romantic Road is a terrific way to start your German vacation, whether you want to rekindle an old romance, keep the fire going, or just go for a good afternoon drive. This gorgeous road trip route, which runs 400 kilometers from Würzburg to Füssen in the south, is dotted with some of Germany's top sights to explore. You'll find it difficult to resist stopping every 5 minutes to take in the landscape, with its chocolate box towns, little hamlets, and wide-open vistas. Make a pit stop at scenic Gorlitz, which has avoided heavy bombing and has remained in its pre-World War II form. The Romantic Road will make you fall in love with Germany without the need for beer goggles. Number 1. Raise a Stein in Munich. Germany takes its beer very seriously, as you may have previously heard. The Royal Brewery in Munich, Hofbrauhaus, is one of the country's most recognized spots to have a pint. They provide a wide variety of beers, from hoppy Maibach lager to Weisswheat brews, and were founded in 1589 by the Duke of Bavaria. It's a historical watering spot that's both instructive and entertaining. Make sure you have a Brotzeit, or a dish of cold meats and cheeses, to go with the liquor. Of course, if you're visiting Germany in the fall, don your best lederhosen, and go to the world's most renowned beer festival, Oktoberfest. It really starts in September, and it takes place in various German towns, but Munich is the main attraction. Check the webpage for this year's dates, and make your Munich hotel reservations as soon as possible. Thousands of people go to Oktoberfest, and hotels will raise their fees to reflect this. Choose a mid-range alternative like Hotel Regent, which also benefits from a central position near the railway station. If you want to save your money for the beverages, beers cost roughly €11. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment box below. Please like this video and subscribe to this channel for our future updates. Thank you.